Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in. It's a fresh shocker from the Congress leader Digvijay Singh as he blames the RSS for the violence in Bengal. So there's no word on Mamata Banerjee, the TMC government, the Bengal police. Instead, Digvijay Singh says the Waqf law is unconstitutional and the BJP and RSS are responsible for the violence in Murshidabad.
ये है कि क्या कारण है कि जो कुछ ऐसे संगठन जो कि नफरत फैलाते हैं, जो कि दंगे फसाद कराते हैं, उनको क्यों इजाज़त दी जाती है कि वे जुलूस के रूप में डीजे लगाकर मस्जिदों के सामने से निकलें। ये प्रशासन क्यों मंजूरी देता है? नहीं देना चाहिए। यदि आप देखेंगे तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की गाइडलाइन है, उसका पालन नहीं हो रहा है। ये डबल इंजन की सरकार की मानसिकता है नफरत फैलाकर दंगे फसाद कराने की, राजनीतिक लाभ को। लेकिन अब धीरे धीरे लोगों के बात समझ में आ रही है कि भाजपा का, संघ का धर्म से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। उनको तो नफरत फैलाकर दंगे फसाद कराना और उसके आधार पर राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकना, ये ही उनका धर्म है, यही उनकी राजनीति है।
My colleague Sabyasachi is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Sabyasachi, we've seen the kind of violence that has broken out in Murshidabad, where several police vehicles were torched. Police officials were also not spared. The BSF officials also coming under attack, and yet the politics around it continues. Digvijay Singh has said that the BJP and the RSS are responsible. The TMC has also turned a blind eye towards what's happening.
Well, that's right. See, it has turned into a political blame game. Now, the Congress veteran leader, Digvijay Singh, stating that it is the BJP and the RSS who's responsible for the Murshidabad violence. Meanwhile, he is not the only leader who has made such statement. In fact, Congress leader Udit Raj also today morning blamed the RSS and the BJP for the violence that had taken place in Murshidabad. Meanwhile, the Trinamool Congress straight away is blaming the BJP. In fact, Trinamool Congress spokesperson Kunal Ghosh stated that a section of the BSF in fact is responsible for the violence because they had allowed people to come in from across the border into Murshidabad, and in fact the Trinamool Congress straight away blamed that there are 2 to 3 political parties who are responsible for this violence. In fact, they also made the claim that the state government had received inputs that there is going to there's a violence that is going to happen in Murshidabad. Meanwhile, the BJP clearly stating that the law and order situation has completely failed in the state of West Bengal, and the latest example is Murshidabad because the state police had completely turned a blind side towards the violence, and that is the reason why the Calcutta High Court had to order for the deployment of the security forces in Murshidabad. Meanwhile, as per the sources, the paramilitary forces who are on ground are carrying out the investigation, and as per the sources, they are getting some inputs on the involvement of the SDPI, being that SDPI did a door-to-door campaign in Murshidabad. So clearly a lot of angles are coming out, but the political blame game is heating up in the state of West Bengal, where Trinamool Congress hinting at a larger conspiracy, blaming that the BJP and the RSS is behind the Murshidabad attack, and the Congress surprisingly is going in support with the Trinamool Congress, irrespective of the fact that their state leader, Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary himself, is blaming the Mamata Banerjee government over the failure of law and order situation in the state of West Bengal. But the political blame game is continuously escalating as hundreds of people have been detained. Several of the police personals, normal people, have suffered injuries during this violence clash.
Yes, but let's listen into what Digvijay Singh has said. He claims that it's a political conspiracy, and he says the BJP and the RSS are responsible. Listen in.
ये है कि क्या कारण है कि जो कुछ ऐसे संगठन जो कि नफरत फैलाते हैं, जो कि दंगे फसाद कराते हैं, उनको क्यों इजाज़त दी जाती है कि वे जुलूस के रूप में डीजे लगाकर मस्जिदों के सामने से निकलें, ये प्रशासन क्यों मंजूरी देता है? नहीं देना चाहिए। यदि आप देखेंगे तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की गाइडलाइन है, उसका पालन नहीं हो रहा है। ये डबल इंजन की सरकार की मानसिकता है नफरत फैलाकर दंगे फसाद कराने की, राजनीतिक लाभ को। लेकिन अब धीरे धीरे लोगों के बात समझ में आ रही है कि भाजपा का, संघ का धर्म से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। उनको तो नफरत फैलाकर दंगे फसाद कराना और उसके आधार पर राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकना, ये ही उनका धर्म है, यही उनकी राजनीति है।
Aparajita Sarangi is joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Not the first time that Digvijay Singh has made such statements, and now yet again he says for the violence, it's the BJP and the RSS that are responsible.
Absolutely ridiculous, I will say. The only comment that I would like to make is that people have faith in the government of Prime Minister Modi and they support the policy and philosophy of the government. They support the ideology of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that is why Sri Digvijay Singh must remember that out of the 28 states in the country, in 19 states we have NDA government, and out of these 19 states, in 13 states we have Bharatiya Janata Party government. So I think our vote share is increasing everywhere because the support for Modi government and his philosophy is increasing. As far as the issues on Waqf are concerned in Bengal, let me tell you very candidly, since I was a member of the Joint Parliamentary Committee and I know the kinds of amendments that had been placed by the Modi government before the JPC, and 14 of them were accepted. Let me tell you very candidly that the entire intention behind the Waqf Act 2025 is to ensure proper administration of the Waqf properties. So anybody, the likes of Sri Digvijay Singh, who are actually opposing, or likes of Mamata Banerjee ji, who are opposing the Waqf Act implementation, must be called, anti-good governance, and they are pro-corruption. We are trying to uproot corruption through Waqf Act implementation. We are trying to ensure proper governance of Waqf properties. We are trying to ensure proper enhanced income for the poor Muslims and proper placement of women and children. So I think those who are anti-national would not support the Waqf Act.
Okay,
So
all right. Those who are anti-national are not
thank you.
supporting the Waqf amendment. Stay on with us. We have Manav Jaiswal of the TMC as well joining us on the broadcast. And Manav Jaiswal, the TMC says that Waqf will not be implemented. It is against the Muslim sentiment, the TMC says. But look at the visuals that have come in from Murshidabad. Violence everywhere and the police has been able to do nothing.
First of all, namaskar to the nation. I was listening to the lady who was there on the phone. It is an unfortunate incident what has happened in Murshidabad. It is basically a wrong narrative which BJP wanted to set pan-India. And Muslims apparently for BJP are a very soft target. Eventually they should target corruption. They should target the Rozgari. They should target the dipping down economy. They should target the dipping, Indian rupees. They should target how the Indians in America were scaffolded and was brought back to India. Unfortunately, they are targeting the Muslims.
Mr. Manav, I'm sure you have heard what the TMC MP, Bappi Haldar, has said, where he said those who are eyeing Waqf properties, their eyes should be gouged out. Their hands will be broken. He's a member of the parliament of the TMC. What is the TMC's official reaction on that?
So in the first place, whoever has been giving any hate speech, be it from any party pan-India, our leader, Mamata Banerjee, as well as our leader, youth leader, Abhishek Banerjee, has condemned it. And we have been very vocal. The only party in India who has been very vocal against any form of negativity or any form of hatred which has happened pan-India. We are the only party who has gone eye to eye against the BJP's wrong narratives. You have seen BJP people. I don't know what BJP stands for.
Okay.
It's basically a Jumla party, is basically a Bhadkao Jumla party or a Jutta party. But I can tell you one thing. They are anti-national party. It has been 1947. We have seen what happened. The whole world knows that India was divided. On what basis? Where was the BJP?
So who do you think is responsible for the violence? Are you saying that for the violence it's the BJP that's responsible in Murshidabad?
without any doubt, the only political parties.
Okay, there are Hindu families who have said that they've been forced to flee because of the violence that broke out. They say that it has happened at the behest of the TMC government.
Now, this is completely a false narrative. We are standing with every family. Our DIG, the DGs, the complete administrations are standing with the people of Murshidabad, with the people of this country. Murshidabad is core part of this country. We don't need to forget. Murshidabad, which is coming under the BSF jurisdiction, even then, the Bengal police has done every bit to make the confidence.
Okay, Mr. Manav Jaiswal, we are looking at the visuals on the screen, how the police officials were also not spared. Vehicles have been torched. People have been forced to flee from their residence, so much so that the Calcutta High Court had to step in and say, we can't be silent observers to this, and has asked for central forces to be deployed there. Thank you for joining us. Rashi Datta, Congress Mahila State President, is also on the broadcast with us. What's happening in West Bengal? We are seeing widespread violence, and instead of cracking down on those who are responsible for it, there's politicking going on. The TMC and now even Digvijay Singh goes on to say it's the BJP and the RSS responsible.
It's absolutely TMC's failure. It's absolutely state government failure that they could not manage with their police, with their security, because what is happening in Murshidabad and Malda, Murshidabad MP is a Muslim. Why he is not seeing there? What happened? What's wrong with him? He said, I will be always there with you.
Okay.
Now this thing is
while you're blaming the TMC, do you have a word to say about Digvijay Singh, who says that it's the BJP and RSS responsible?
Yes, absolutely. And with them, TMC is also responsible for this, because Mamata Banerjee is the B team of BJP.
Okay, all right. So you're saying it's the political parties that are responsible for what's happening. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast.